and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is May 1st, 2026, and this is episode 164. Welcome to all my new viewers. I hope you enjoy this corner of the crafty internet, and welcome back to all my returning viewers. As always, chat with me below, new, returning, whatever. Put a comment in. I love talking to you. Tell me what you're working on today, whether it's knitting, crochet, something else. Tell me something you just recently completed. Like, tell me something about yourself down below. You can find me on Instagram or Ravelry as Rosberry Crafts, and all of the information is linked down below. I also have a Ko-fi account if you're feeling generous and want to donate, but not required at all. My name is Roz, and I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband and my two kids who are 16 and 14. Oh, that's a mouthful. It's such a mouthful, guys. Today for you, I have what am I wearing, finished objects, works in progress, stash. It's not really stash, but it's an acquisition. Maybe I should start calling this acquisitions, events and books. There's not a lot in each of these sections, even though it sounds like a lot. So hopefully it's not too, I don't yabber on forever on these things. Let's get right into it. What am I wearing? This is the Pebble Beach shawl, which is a pattern by Helen Stewart. There are 3 sizes. I cannot remember which one I made because I made this back in 2017. It's hard to see, it has pilled a little bit, but not so much that I wouldn't wear it. And I don't feel like I need to glean it or whatever, take the pills off. So I really like this. Mostly, I like the shawl. Knitting it was fun. It was definitely a challenge at that time. Almost 10 years ago, my knitting skills were maybe not what they are today. The yarn is Yarn Indulgences. They're indulgent MCN fingering in the colorway Orchid. So it's like this kind of peachy pink with like gold flecks in it. Anyway, I'm not going to take it off or touch it because I don't want to disturb my mic, but it's really pretty. I like it. And the MCN has cashmere in it. So it's a merino cashmere nylon. It is a most delicious base, especially for shawls. You get that nice warmth and softness, and I just feel like I'm getting I'm cocooned in nice warmth, which it is warm-ish out today. Yesterday it got up to 27. I don't know where that came from. Today when we woke up it was like 10, so not super warm, not super cold. It's supposed to be up to 24 this afternoon, so I'll probably be ditching the shawl at some point, but for right now, it's on. That is it for what I am wearing. We'll move on to finished objects. All right, everybody take a minute and guess. What project from last week, it's only been a week, what project have I finished? All right, did you shout it out? My socks. Whoa. 2 socks. One of them was already finished. I just had to finish one of them. But I did finish like most of the foot. I think I had done a bit of the foot, so most of the foot and the toe. I don't know which one is which now. This one, because I cast off in the red. So yesterday, being Thursday, my kids had their ultimate frisbee game. It was the last one for the school season, which is kind of sad that there were so few games, but maybe next year they'll have more. And then my son has decided he loves ultimate frisbee so much, he joined a recreational league on Thursday nights. So we went straight from the school games to the league. So I got a lot of knitting done. And literally as they were finishing the game at his league, I cast off the toe. He wanted to keep playing frisbee for a little bit with some of the guys, and they were teaching him different ways to throw it and whatnot. I don't know. So I literally cast off the toe at the park, finished sock, like What could be better? Perfect timing. I have not washed them yet, so you can kind of see there's like a line where my magic loop is. That goes away with washing, so I'm not concerned about that. But yeah, look at that heel. It's so fun. I just knit with the yarn. I didn't do any sort of color matching. They're so busy that I could have done it, but I really don't think it matters. Like, they're so busy when they're on your feet, nobody's gonna notice. So that's super fun, super done. 2 socks I used, let's talk about the details. Mina's vanilla sock recipe from the Knitting Expat. Mostly I just used it for the heel, and I do the modified heel adjustment. I can't remember. I will have put it down below. And the yarn that I used is Online Lina 3 Super Sock 100. And there's a colorway number, but whatever it is. Super fun. They're done. I have a feeling these will be nice, like workhorse yarn, right? Every day in my shoes, in out of my shoes, it's just going to last forever. And I'm very excited for these for the winter. Or, you know, camping when it's cold. Who knows? So yeah, that's it. Socks done. That is it for finished objects. Let's move on to works in progress. First up, I'm going to say I made no progress on my pink peppermint. I think I did 1 row, so I didn't even bring it up here to show you guys. And I made no progress on the hat. However, so the previous socks, the socks I just finished, that was my oldest yarn in my stash. So it feels good to have those done, as it does when you use up some old yarn. My next oldest is the Red Heart Shimmer in the red and white colors. I've shown in previous episodes. I've been making a few hats and stuff. I have a project that is basically going to use up whatever is left, and I'm going to call that good, but I did not even put a stitch on it, so I didn't bring it with, but it is there and it will be worked on. So I really only have 1 project to talk to you about, but I have made a big chunk of progress on this. This is the baby blanket that I'm knitting. Not my baby. I'm not having any more babies, but friends of ours have a baby. And yeah, so I knit, this is the malt blanket. There's like a garter stitch square in it. It's hard to show. And then the rest of it is stockinette with a garter border. This is where I ended last week. So I finished off the light gray, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit colors done in a week. So I'm feeling like that's pretty good. Pretty good. But look how pretty it is, and it's getting so big. I have this much left on the ball, cake, whatever. So yeah, I think I figured out that when I get to the next, no, I have 1 more set of this denim blue, and then the next time I get to the denim blue, I'll switch to garter stitch and do the border just like this one, all in garter. And then I will have plenty to cast off, and I won't play yarn chicken, but the blanket will be plenty big. So the pattern is Malt by Tin Can Knits. I think I already said that, but the yarn is Karen Big Cakes in the Nightberry colorway, and there I'm doing 2 balls of yarn. So it's a lot. They are big cakes, 500 grams, I think. So, but it's coming along nicely, and I'm very happy with it. The yarn is working up beautifully. It is 100% acrylic, and it is a baby blanket. This is on purpose that it's acrylic, because, you know, you never know what babies or toddlers or kids are going to do with these blankets, and you need to be able to just throw it in the washing machine because it's nasty. So baby stuff, always acrylic. Unless I know for sure that like, if it was a person who was also a like avid knitter and they did a lot of hand wash wool stuff and they understood it really well, then I might do something in wool, but acrylic, always, always, always. Except for when I forget and I make beautiful stuff out of wool and then I have to wait for the right person to come along to gift it to. If you know, you know. All right, that is it for works and progress. Next up, I have my section called Stash, but it's not yarn. I didn't get yarn. So May is my birthday month. My birthday's not till the end of May, but Mike and the kids ordered me something. It came a lot faster than they were expecting, and they were so excited to give it to me. They gifted it to me like literally a month, more than a month ahead of my birthday. Now there's hair on it, and it's really heavy, so it's gonna be hard to show you. Are you ready? I got a cricket. You probably can't even see what it says on it. Let me open it, because you might be able to see better. It's a cricket. So this is the Maker 4. I'm going to close it and put it away because I can. And I'm going to put it down because it's very heavy. Okay, I'm going to talk about it now. There we go. Okay. It's a beautiful rose gold color. Love it. I've already made a couple things with it, which I will show you in a little bit. And they also got me like a starter bundle. And I have all of it in a giant Rubbermaid here. I'm going to pull out some of the stuff, so I'm going to be kind of off camera. But yeah, so there is some cardstock. It's one of the sample ones that come with it, and some purple and blue in there. There is transfer paper, which is good for transferring vinyls over. There is some iron-on vinyl. It's called, let's see if it focuses on that. So this one is black, I think. And then, what's this stuff? Yeah, so this is more of the iron-on, and I didn't even open it yet, but I can see like there's red and green and dark blue and black and all sorts of fun stuff in there. And then there is printable vinyl. So that's good for like full color stickers or labels. And what's this one? This is all smart vinyl. And they call it smart vinyl because you can put it in right into the machine without a mat. So I got, with the machine comes the light grip mat and the covers on it, so it's very shiny right now. And it's very dirty somehow. I'm gonna have to clean that. It's okay. I threw a, whoops, just about dropped everything, microfiber cloth, my little Norwex cloth, into the bin, because when you're dealing with stickers and vinyls and stuff, you want to make sure everything is dust free when you're doing that kind of stuff, right? So there we go. So the light grip is good for like cardstock and stuff like that. And I also got these. They are a card insert set. I don't know if you can see that picture at the bottom, but I'll show you in a minute what I made. So basically there's like a card, it's folded already, and you cut pieces out of it, and then you put a piece of paper behind it, so it's almost like a bit 3D. So I got 2 different color sets of that, as well as a whole bunch, this is a whole huge box, I'm trying to keep everything organized here, of just cardstock. I haven't even opened it yet, but it's a heavy, heavy box. And then I got a bunch of tools. There's a black felt and a pinkish felt. I don't know what this is. I think this is for the, it's hard to see. There's two things here. This is for picking off your vinyl stickers. And I got a scraper tool. All of those fun things. It's right at the bottom, so I'm not going to show you, but I got a cutter mat thing. So it's like a paper cutter. This is the board for the cards, so I can do 4 at once, and it does have a light grip on it as well. And basically you slip the card in under here so that the bottom side doesn't get cut, but the top side does, and then you can take it out and put the insert in. So it's very, very cool. Yeah, and then I got, oh yeah, this is the other thing. I haven't even opened it yet, but I got a blank tote bag for fusible ink products and Cricut heat press. I don't know what it's made out of, but 100% polyester, machine wash cold, do not bleach, tumble dry, iron low if needed. So, so yeah, I have an iron. I don't have a heat press, although, I don't know, I have a discount code to get a heat press. A Cricut made one, so that might be something I do in the future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how into this I get. There's a ton more supplies in there. There's rolls of vinyl. There's all sorts of stuff. I don't want to go on too much about it, but I'm very, very excited. Okay, so the first thing that I made was a thank you card, of course, to thank my family for the lovely gift. So this is one of the card insert ones. So the paper just inserts on the back there. And yeah, so it makes it like a little bit 3D, kind of fun. Anyway, I just picked one of the thank you ones. They had a bunch of templates in there already. So yeah, that was super fun. It worked up so fast, you guys. They have like a design studio that you download. And yeah, it literally worked up so fast. The other thing that I did is I labeled my computer, because mostly I use it for personal stuff and Rosberry Crafts stuff, like editing the videos and whatnot, and, you know, finding knitting patterns and stuff. So I put, oh goodness, I put Rosberry Crafts on the top of it in vinyl. So it's like a vinyl sticker, and then I have all these other fun stickers. I'm trying to find a spot where there's no light, but yeah. This one kind of fell down a bit, and I have, so the reason it's so shiny is because I have an acrylic case over my laptop, because I end up taking it, I don't know if you can really see, I end up taking it around the house a lot, so then it doesn't get damaged and all the stickers stay on nicely. So none of these stickers, so the vinyl, I just hit the mic, the vinyl is stuck on forever. I mean, I could scrape it off, but that is stuck on, but the rest of these stickers I haven't actually stuck on, and they're just inside the case. So yeah, and now I just moved everything else. Anyway, I'll have to fix that in a moment, but right now we are going to talk about events. So I think it starts today, May 1st. The Down Cellar Studio podcast is hosting the Splash Pad Party, which they do every year. Oh no, it starts on the long weekend? I don't know. It starts sometime in May. Can't remember when. I'll have the information down here. Also, a link to the Down Cellar Studio podcast webpage where you can find out more details. It's just a fun make-along where you make stuff in that time frame. I think it's anything you finish in that time frame. Check the notes, check her notes for the details on how to enter and all that stuff, but it's always a fun time. I don't usually do any of the sponsor stuff or the extra stuff. I just, just fun to participate in. And and I hopefully will be doing Stash Dash again. We are going on a big trip across Canada again this year. And I find that the humidity out east makes it a little bit more difficult to knit, but we're not going to be moving around as much. We have more days in like stationary places, so maybe I will get lots of knitting done this summer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Closer to, I'm sure I'll talk more about what I'm taking with me. I will continue to podcast. through the summer. And so I'm hoping to do Stash Dash, but it might be a much lower number than it has been in other years, which is fine. It is what it is. So yeah, that is it for events. What's next? I think the last item on the list, I've now closed my computer, so I'm running on no notes here. The last one is books. Yeah, because I don't have any next on my needles. Books. I have finished 2 books. The Duke of Seduction by Darcy Burke and The Duke of Kisses by Darcy Burke. This is part of the Untouchable series, and now I am on the last book of the series that I haven't previously read. There are 13 books in the series, and I'm on book 12, but I already read book 13 because it is part of a different one of her series as well, which is how I got into the series in the beginning. There's like overlap between her series. It's all in that, historical romance, 1800s period kind of. It's, none of it is true or even time period appropriate or anything. It's just fun reading time. So yeah, I've been rocketing through those. I've been sitting on the deck, enjoying a glass of wine, get my knitting in my book, and it's a perfect evening for me when I'm not driving children places and things. So yeah, that is it for reading. I'm still listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl on The Butcher's Masquerade. I don't know which book that is. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Book 5. Is that right? Yeah. Yes. I don't know. Anyway, I'm listening to that on Audible. If you have access to Audible and you enjoy that kind of a bit raunchy and definitely humor-filled, a little gross, a little violent books, then definitely give them a try. The audio books themselves bring an extra level to that story. Reading them would be good too, but the Audible, if you have access to that, it's good. It's good. All right, and that is all that I have for this week's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed that, even though it was a bit shorter, or there maybe it's longer. I don't know. The timing, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. This is an episode, and we will see you guys again next time. Bye.